In this video, I'm going to talk about why I think Slay the Spire is so awesome, why I like it, and maybe why you should give it a try if you haven't already. I'm not a big card game type of dude. This is pretty much an introduction to card games for me, at least apart from Gwent in The Witcher 3 or real life card games, like Uno or Exploding Kittens. But damn, this game kept me hooked, almost like an illegal substance or a fish. Let me quickly answer your question. What is Slay the Spire? Well, this is what Google says. Slay the Spire is a roguelike deck building game where players choose a unique character to climb a deadly, ever-changing tower. Through turn-based combat, you build a custom deck, collect powerful relics, and battle through 3 acts to defeat the final boss. At first, it seems pretty simple. You choose a character and you have to fight your way through rooms to a boss. And along the way, you find enemies which, when defeated, give you cards, potions, or relics. And I must say, I really like the enemy types or the enemy designs, especially these mushroom rats. Really cool. Talking about mushrooms, why did the mushroom get invited to every party? Because he's a fungi. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. That's for my cousin. There are also random or unknown rooms that either can benefit you or completely ruin your run. Some of them are pretty funny too. You can also camp where you can choose to heal or upgrade a card. Then you make it to the boss fight, and if you suck like me, you get pushed all the way back down and start over again. Now, what makes you want to play one more match, you ask? Well, it's the magic of discovery. If something sounds like it'll work, there's a good chance that it will work. Even simple synergies like using your block as damage felt incredibly rewarding, and it makes you feel pretty clever. And even when it doesn't work, you're still capable of learning from your mistakes, if you're lucky. But even the mistake synergies can be awesome, proving that not all mistakes are bad, so take a deep breath, call your parents, they still love you. Another thing is that I play this game during my work breaks, and I love how easy it is to pick up and put down. It's definitely not shallow, I'd say the opposite. It has some real depth to it. There are very few games I've played where I get this hooked. Each run feels like I've learned something, I've pushed a little further, and even before my run ends, I'm already thinking about the next one. What mistakes not to make. Because it's a roguelike, it can be random, and sometimes you just get really unlucky. And that's really sucky, and I called my dog Ducky. I'm lyrically blessed, boys. But such is the way of roguelikes. You are at the mercy of RNG. But that is probably like one of my few complaints of the game, is that because there is like quite a big part of it has to do with RNG, because it is a roguelike, you can get really unlucky with some runs. But I guess if you're playing a roguelike like this, you kind of expect that. I also just wanted to ask you guys quickly, what card games do you guys enjoy? I also really like Vampire Crawlers, although I do find it pretty easy, but I am genuinely interested to see if there are any other cool card games I'm missing out on. I think another one that I want to try I think it's called Monster Train 2, but let me know in the comments, we can have a chat. For me, the main thing I struggled with in Slay the Spire was that risk-reward factor. Do I upgrade a card or get some well-awaited rest and heal? Do I do as much damage as possible, or do I build up my defense and prepare for potential attacks and actually survive? And honestly, if I tried surviving more instead of just card dumping enemies, I probably would have gone so much further. There's so much for me still to learn. Like I said, there isn't too much in terms of permanent upgrades. This is a roguelike and not a roguelite. Sure, you do unlock more cards and relics, but there are no health upgrades or things that like make every run easier. You can't level yourself up until there's no challenge. You have to learn the enemies and card synergies to really get far. What's cool is the game shows you when an enemy will attack, so you can anticipate it. And if you're smart, unlike me, you'll actually use that information and shield up. You also have to know how to use your energy when to attack. I keep calling it mana for some reason because I've been playing so much Vampire Crawlers. But knowing how to spend energy and on what cards is key. Eventually you start learning how to deal with bosses. You know their attacks, abilities, you know their patterns. And I can honestly recommend this game to both casual gamers and more hardcore gamers too, or dudes like me who don't really play many card games. And that in on its own is pretty damn impressive. I've stayed up so many late nights. I check the time and it's like 3 in the morning, but damn, look, I'm doing so much damage. I'm an intellectual card genius. Nothing can stand in my way. I'm powerful. I have broken the game. And then you died 2 floors later because you didn't check your health. I really like this game a lot. So far, I've convinced my cousin to play it, and he also is really enjoying it. We both log into Discord, play Slay the Spire, and talk about random things cousins talk about. He says it's really fun, and he likes the enemies and the starting characters. His main complaint is it feels a bit short and maybe a little bit too easy, because he managed to get really far pretty early and will probably finish it soon. He also wishes you had a little bit more control over your starting deck so you could kind of lean more into specific builds from the start. But he understands that's probably not what the developers were going for. So yeah, I've successfully gotten one person to play it. And hopefully after this video, even if I get like another person to play it, I would say I'm pretty successful. I think me spending a month playing just indie games, which is a video I made not long ago, really was a great idea. I mean, yeah, sure, the video did terribly, but damn, I found a few gems. And most of my videos are completely different games, mostly not even indie games. So this in on its own was a challenge, because how do I talk about something so new to me and a genre I know nothing about? But I'm rambling now. So yeah, that's that, guys. What do you think? Would you give it a try? And if you have played it, I would like to hear what you like about it. And if you didn't like it, I'd also like to hear why. Obviously, this video is more in a positive light to Slay the Spire, but if you don't like the game, drop it in the comments and we can talk about it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't tried Slay the Spire, I would say give it a shot. If you're not sure though, it's on Game Pass and it goes on discount quite often. That's how my cousin actually got it. Don't pay full price if you are unsure. Just because I think something is awesome doesn't mean you will. Hopefully though, you can hear how much I really enjoy it and how much I like it. And it's something new. Try something new. You might surprise yourself. If you like the video, please do consider liking and subscribing, joining the community. I have a Discord channel now that you guys can join. I will be focusing a lot though from here on out on indie games, so stay tuned. Anyway, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.